What is up, guys? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. There's actually a team I recently made. If you guys missed it, I usually use a lot of these teams on stream, usually live every Saturday night around 9 ADST. I actually battle live on stream with all these singles teams. It's actually a team I made around a normal fighting ghost core, which is kind of more of like an obscure core, but it kind of works really well together, just kind of covering some weaknesses and that type of thing. Not really the most common. It's kind of like the third most common like typing core, but not really as most consistent as like the fire, water, grass, or fairy, dragon, steel type cores. So got a team around that, and I kind of wanted to build around some other really cool stuff for this team. I've been using the team for the last like 2 weeks on stream, so I'm going to throw 2 or maybe 3 of the best games we actually had with this team on stream in this video for you guys. Those of you guys that missed the streams. So if you guys want to catch me, I am live. Usually just do stream singles, Wi-Fi battles, usually around 9, 8 EST, usually every Saturday night. I usually have like the same team every like 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then I end up making like a new team after like 2 or 3 weeks. So at least when you guys are seeing this, I'll probably have a new team this next Saturday night when you guys are seeing this. So if you guys want to drop by, feel free to. Some cool stuff on this team. I'm kind of going to talk about it. We got some mainly, like I said, mainly built around like the normal ghost fighting type core. So I start out with the Palmont. If I'm being real with you guys, I think this thing's kind of bad. Palmont's actually a really bad mod. The reason why you see nobody use it is mainly because you just see Revival Blessing. That's kind of the main thing it really does compared to everything else. That's the only reason people really do use it. Its move pools are really bad. Its stats are pretty bad. That's kind of the main problem with it. Its abilities are okay, but nothing really too crazy. I went with one that actually is just fully offensive. Its fighting coverage is also really bad. It doesn't even get close combat, which is really stupid for some reason. It gets Mach Punch and a few other things, but apart from that, its fighting move pool is also really bad. And with Terra Flying, that may be just mainly because you have Volt Absorb, you're able to absorb flying type or electric type moves, being a flying type, which is kind of cool. And it also gave this team some pretty good coverage. I kind of threw it on this team. You got the defensive wall to this team, which is the Pecharunt. Pecharunt's a mon that I have not really used very much, and it's also a ghost type that I kind of want to throw on this team. It's not really, I don't know if it's even legal, at least for Smogon, but I don't play Smogon. This team's nothing within like Smogon rules, so I kind of just use whatever I really feel like using. I threw a Rocky Helmet Pecharunt on this team. It has Poison Puppeteer, so like with Maligan Chain, it has like a 50% chance to poison, then your ability procs, which is kind of cool. Then you get the double damage with the Hex and a few other things, so kind of ran like a Spidef max. It's pretty much a defensive wall for this team because it has 160 defense, and then everything else on it's, at least stat-wise, I think like 88 base stats across the board. So kind of a unique mon, at least typing-wise. Not really the best defensive typing, but it has some tools that make it really good defensively, so I kind of wanted to try to use it out and see how it did. Got the Ogre Pawn on this team with the Scope Lens. It's mainly kind of more of a middle range type of speed threat on this team is kind of what I really wanted. Got the Scope Lens there to get pretty much guaranteed crits, especially with the Focus Energy. You guarantee like critting every single time with Ivy Cudgel. And then if you get intimidated or like have your stats dropped, you get a Defiant boost, which gives you a +2 or even like stat boost. And if you like intimidate, at least a +1 attack boost, which can come in clutch a lot of times. The Florges on this team just mainly for like a Spidef wall. Have mainly standards like a Wisp passing like Florges pretty much. Pairs pretty well with the Maligan Chain on the Pecharunt, getting stuff fully badly poisoned, is kind of being able to go into the Florges and kind of stall it out or pass wishes into stuff. Got the Staraptor on this team, which is the normal type for this team. This thing is probably the MVP. Really, really good mon. Really like Staraptor. I think this thing is probably the best thing on this team, if I'm being real. If I were to actually make this team again, I'd actually build it more around the Staraptor. I really would, because I think with a little bit more support from an actually a little bit better of a team, it can probably even be better. The Choice Scarf, Terra Normal. Terra Normal double edge is just really, really good, especially with Reckless. It's crazy. Really, really good, crazy good mon. Really underrated. Kind of weak to rocks, so you're going to be kind of careful with that, but apart from that, it's really, really good. Got the, and then I threw Blastoise on this team. I want another special attacker and something that I can kind of set up. I need to kind of more of a setup sweeper for this team, so I threw Shell Smash Blastoise onto this team with Rapid Spin. I wanted a spinner and I wanted a setup sweeper, and I kind of filled out the boxes for both of those. So I threw Blastoise on this team. Not really the best mon, especially even like with a shell smash, it still is kind of weak, and its coverage really isn't the greatest. So there is a lot of stuff you do get walled by still, even with like just Ice Beam and Surf. So, and being that you want to have Rapid Spin on here, which I wanted for this team, I don't have a third coverage move, so like an Aura Sphere, like a Flash Cannon or something else to kind of fill out more coverage. So, kind of sucks, but if you can actually set it up and actually do some solid damage, it can break through a few things on a team, kind of open up some holes in the enemy team to where you can kind of bring something else in and kind of take advantage. So, cool team. Not really one of my best teams, but it is pretty fun to play. There's a few blaring weaknesses with this team, so I don't know. I wouldn't say it's really the best team ever at all, especially like I think the Palm. I think this team would be way better if I got rid of the Palm and swapped it out with like some different fighting type, and even like the. I think another thing this team really would be like hazards, but like the only thing that really gets hazards is Ogerpon actually does get spikes, but I never threw it on the set for obvious reasons. So, but popping some games with this team. And like same with Terrapagos, unless you go Stellar Terra, like I have checks for Terrapagos, so I'm not really too worried about it. I think what I do here, I wish I had hazards. This team really lacks hazards. I wish I had like Stealth Rock or something on this team. I think what I do here is actually lead Palmont. That way if he leads Bastiodon, I can just go for low kick and try to get the one shot on this lead. I think that's a pretty solid thing I can do here. It's actually a pretty good game for the Palmont. The Palmont actually looks pretty good here. He's pretty weak to electric and fighting. Perfect. Perfect. He wants to get his Stealth Rocks and everything up. I just go for low sweep. He probably has Sturdy, but like, actually doesn't even get the KO. That's crazy that it doesn't even one-shot him. Sandstorm. You go get that Sandstorm up, buddy. You can go get that Sandstorm up. I do not care at all. What does that even do? I guess he has a Steel type, I guess. So I guess that helps the Steel type. I don't even know what the fuck Sandstorm does for him. He got it up though. He got the weather changed. As long as he ain't setting up spikes or Stealth Rock, I'm fine. Or like setting up Curse. I think Bastion also gets a Body Press Iron Defense too, which is kind of a threat, so. I haven't really even seen Bastion on that much. I think it's actually the first match I've won against it since it came back to the game. He actually goes into this. No Intimidate either. I just Wild Charge. Oh, he's gonna Terra. He's Terra Ground. He baited me. Terra Dragon, actually. Still kind of just as bad, because like this could do nothing to him. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I should have just tried to Volt Switch out. He has Earthquake too, so that's pretty bad for Pecharunt. Oh, he's actually kind of scary. Actually kind of scary, but he's also getting his own damage from Sandstorm, so. I don't know, Terra Dragon's kind of. I don't know, I think at 1+1, with like a Waterfall, he probably one-shots Florges. I don't want to really get swept by a Gyarados here. I really don't. So I think I'm forced to Terra the Staraptor here. I don't know if a non-Terra boosted Double Edge will actually get the KO here. Like the good news is he doesn't really have a switch into this though. I guess Zacian, but like you're still gonna be getting probably 2 KO'd. Probably. It depends on his build. I'm just gonna Terra here. I don't want to get swept by Gyarados. that thing in the dirt. Get that out of here. I think he gets a free switch into Zacian now, though. He wasn't Scarf, because if he was Scarf, he would outsped Palmont, so... I don't know if he was Choice Banded Gyarados, or whatever he was running. He actually goes into this. That's really ballsy. It's actually really ballsy. I'm just gonna go right into Pecharunt. I don't know what you do to Pecharunt. I think it gets Earthquake, and I think, like, maybe it gets, like, Zen Headbutt or some shit, but... There's only so many moves you can run on a... He has Iron Defense. Okay. Go for the Maligan Chain. I need a poison on this. Getting him confused too, like it's really good because he has a really high attack stat, so like if he hits himself here, it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. Avalanche does a lot. I don't know. I mean, he's confused, so I kind of actually just want to recover. I want to be as high as health as possible for when Zacian comes in. I'm not really scared of this thing at all. Like, Avalanche, it does double damage if you hit the person, too. So he's just taking a bunch of damage. He's boosted. What is this? Ganlon Berry. So he's at +3 defense now. What do you have? Iron Defense, Body Press. So this guy's running like a Crampominable with like an Ice-type Avalanche, and then like probably Body Press, but that doesn't affect me, so he can't even use his best move. Let's go Hex here. He's gonna switch. Okay. Zacian coming in. Terra. Oh wow, he made a good play. Good play. Dodging the Ghost move. Wow, what a play. I'm gonna go for Maligan Chain here, though. If I can get a poison on this thing, that'd be great. Yeah, there's the poison. That's huge. It comes down to what he wants to use his Terra onto, which he already used. So, like, he doesn't have a Terra on this thing. So it's a lot less of a threat because it doesn't have Terra. Decided to use the Terra on the Terrapagos, so that's why I wanted a poison too, because it's a Calm Mind Terrapagos. You can't Terra in front of me though, so like you can't hit me with normal type stabs, so you're not gonna be able to hit me with a normal type Terra Starstorm. So like I don't know what he really does here. I can go for Parting Shot, I guess, to bring him back to neutral. Part of me just wants to stay in and go for more damage though. Like I don't know what he does to me. What do I want to do here? I could go into the Florges too, and like try to pass a Wish around out into something that could be kind of what I can maybe do, but I think that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna Parting Shot out into the Florges. I don't think this thing has like any recovery either, unless he's running Rest. I don't know if Terrapagos gets Rest. Because he's on a timer now with the toxic damage, just taking him down every single turn. So he's forced to do damage here at some point. Store power, that does nothing. I'm actually going to Wish here. I'm going to Wish, and then I'm going to start going for damage on the next turn. Just in case he switches and I can switch out. That does a lot of damage, though. It's running a bunch of really weird, what is that, Petea Berry? Boost the opponent's attack stat. That makes no sense at all. Why would you ever have that berry on your special attacking mon? I protect here. You're dead. Goodbye, get out of here. We're doing pretty good. I kind of just need to get the Staraptor in towards the later end of the game once the Zacian kind of gets a little bit weakened. And I think I can kind of wrap up the game with Staraptor if I really need to. He has this thing. I'm gonna baton pass out into the Ogre Pawn here. I guess I can go to Blastoise too, but like I just don't do anything back to this thing. It's kind of the problem. Amnesia, okay. Does everything on this guy's team set up in some type of way? Is that what he's really running? Yeah, get critted, bud. Get critted. I don't think that crit mattered at all, but get out of here. Try setting up on me again. You have some nerve, I can tell you that. I'm surprised the Ogre Pawn actually outspeeds him. I don't know how I outspeed this Zacian unless he's not max speed. Just keep setting up. Everything on this guy's team has some type of setup. It's fine. I'll trade the Ogre Pawn if I can get rid of the Zacian. That's a great trade for me. That's completely fine. I can actually probably go into Staraptor now, actually. It's low enough to where I think for sure a Double Edge will probably get the KO. And like, what does he have for the rest of his team? Like, Crabominable, that's all he really has left, so I think I kind of just win the game here. Game. Not bad. We played really good. I think my opponent's problem, like everything, he should have tried going for a lot more damage. I feel like he just, the main thing why he lost is because he tried setting up way too much. Everything he had some type of setup move and he just kept getting really greedy. I think he should have just tried going for damage. If he would have started putting on like damage pressure, I think he would have had a little bit easier of a time. Kept trying to set up all over me and like I just was able to kind of clown all over him and get so much momentum. Or like he was already down so many mons where he couldn't really bring the game back. Especially the Zacian. If he wouldn't have Sword Stance there, I think he would have probably 2-KO'd me anyways with Behemoth Blade. So I don't know. Then again, he probably didn't know that I outsped him for some reason, so I don't know. Not bad. Use the fortress, okay. I mean, I guess U-turn here, I'm not really too surprised. Let's go, I'm just gonna go right on to Blastoise, I don't really give a shit what he does. He could go for Volt Switch here, too. Stealth Rock. Okay, so if I actually go for Shell Smash here, like, what does he have for me? I guess Palafin. Palafin comes in. I guess maybe Palafin. I think I just Shell Smash here. I don't see any drawback just Shell Smashing. I think he's going to either switch out Hard Switch or just go boom. He might explode on me, I guess. I don't know what he does here. But, like, if I go Shell Smash, I think Ice Beam just one-shots Dragapult on the way in if he wants to spin block me. Comes the Drago. He's gonna try to spin block me. Comes the Jolteon actually. Okay. With a Shell Smash, I should outspeed you though. I think Surf probably one shots. Oh, he's Quick Feet. Uh-oh. He's quick. If he's Quick Feet, he might still outspeed me, actually. He doesn't, though. See if this one-shots him. It doesn't one-shot him. I'm dead. Wow. I can't believe that never got... That just goes to show you that Blastoise is still really weak. Even with a Shell Smash, I can't even 1-KO a Jolteon. That's how weak it is. I mean, I'm gonna go into Palm Mod here. Like, I don't know what he does to Palm Mods at all. What do you do to me, bud? The only shitty thing now is, like, I can't get rid of my rocks. So, like, everything that's gonna be coming in is gonna be taking rocks damage. Alluring Voice. I didn't even know this. Wow. I didn't even know Jolteon got Alluring Voice. I am getting my fucking ass kicked. I'm already down 2 mods. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna win this one. I really don't. Like, I think the only way to win maybe is if I can get like a... I don't know. It comes down to if I can break the skies on the Mimikyu too. And if it's Typhlosion and Choice Scarf. I don't know how I win this one now. The Blastoise dropping that early is just really bad for me because it was really good into his team. Same with the Palmot was okay into him. I might have to run a calc on that too, because that could have been a roll too. I don't know how that didn't one-shot the Jolteon. I'm not running Modest though, I'm running Timid Blastoise. Maybe if I was Modest, maybe it would have one-shotted him. I'm not sure if that matters either. Goes to Mimikyu, I think he just sets up here and tries to win that way. I'll Moonblast. Yeah, he's gonna try to step all over me. If I live a hit here, though, I'm going to try to Baton Pass out on him. I'm going to try to do it here. I'm going to try to go into the pecharunt. That way, if I'm at full health, I should be able to still at least live 1 hit from him, and I can go for like a Amalgam Chain and get some damage on him. Shadow Sneak. How much did that actually do? That's a 2-hit KO. That's crazy. I guess going to the staraptor too here. I guess I could go into staraptor, which would be pretty good. I can outspeed him and he can't go for shadow sneak onto me, which would be really good. I just take so much damage coming in, that's the problem I'm going to have for this entire game now. I have limited turns where I can actually switch in and get damage off. I think he just goes into Fortress here. I think he keeps this thing around because it is really good into my team. Comes for Fortress, can I be coming in? Actually, yeah, with Rocky Helmet, I don't think I actually live another one. Do I actually live? Do I live? I don't. I don't live. So the Staraptor goes down, I trade for the Fortress. I'm in a bad spot now. I think he actually just goes Dragapult here. I think if he switches in something, he goes Dragapult because it's really good in the rest of my team. Or he just goes into Mimikyu again and just sets up on me. I think that's what he could also do. Or Palafin too, I guess. Get this thing switched in. I don't know. I got fucked this game. I think that was probably a low roll. That low roll just completely fucked me. That's how I pretty much lost this game. I don't think I win this at all. I'm too far behind. I don't have enough stuff to win. I'll wish here if I somehow live an Iron Head. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I win this. I think the only thing I can maybe try to do here, I guess I could. I can try to set up a focus energy, but it's at the point in the game where I think he's probably scarfed by Typhlosion, and I don't really have anything for Dragapult anyways, so I don't think it really matters even sitting up here. I think if I do Terra, I go Terra Poison on the Pecharunt. I think that's the only way I can maybe win the game late game to get rid of my Ghost weakness. I'm just going to Heavy Cudgel here. I think he goes right on to Dragapult or Typhlosion. He's probably Scarf Typhlosion if he goes into that here in this next turn. See how much this does. I do have a chance to crit. I do get the crit, so that's huge. If he goes into now, he's choice Scarf Typhlosion. That tells me he's choiced. That 100% tells me he's choice Scarf Typhlosion, because otherwise he wouldn't go into that. Gonna go Terra Fire. He's Terra Fire Eruption. That's what this is. I could also make a really crazy play here. He is Eruption, so if I go Terra here, I also get a speed boost. So if I get the speed boost, I have a higher base speed than he does. So I +1, I should be able to outspeed him. I can make a crazy play here and hope that Stomping Tantrum does enough damage to him to get a one-shot. That's what I can try to do here. I think I might as well YOLO at this point. YOLO! YOLO! This is Choice Scarf Typhlosion, that's what this is. I don't know what else it'd be. It's gonna be a really close game. It's gonna come down to the Palafin versus the Pecharunt, and that does enough damage to get him in low range. I get the huge crit there, which really mattered. So I should live this. Easily. I easily live that. Okay, that's huge. I'm just gonna Ivy Cudgel here. What a play. What a play. I think he might actually save this thing still because it is scarfed. If he wants to try to bring it in again, he could, but... What a play. I think that play actually maybe brought me back into the game. There's still a chance I can maybe win. It's going to come down to what moveset, if it's a special or a physical Dragapult here. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Because I'm not really afraid of the Palafin. I outspeed Palafin. I don't think Jet Punch from this range one-shots me. Unless he's Choice Banded. Does go Dragapult, so... Question is here. I could go for Spiky Shield too to see just a scout, but if he's Dragon Dance, that could be a problem. I mean, at this point in the game, though, I think I already lose, no matter what, pretty much. It's not really a high chance of me winning. I could go for Stomping Tantrum, it's neutral, I can maybe get a crit, or I can go for Ivy Cudgel, which has a high chance to crit. I'm gonna Spiky Shield. I want to see what he does, if he's a physical or a special variant. Okay, he's a physical Dragapult, that's good. That's actually really good. He doesn't get damaged though, because it's a non-contact move, but that is a good thing. I could actually keep this thing around, which I might actually do here. I'm actually going to go right into Pecharunt on this turn. Doesn't do that much. And assuming that he's physical, like he's... Either could be mixed, I guess. If he's mixed, that could be a problem. I just need damage on this thing, because if I can get a speed boost and get enough damage, I can outspeed him on the next turn. He does have Shadow Ball. Do I live a Shadow Ball? I do. Barely. How much does this do to him? Oh, I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that... He's also leftovers. I don't know if that's enough. I think I lose. I think I lose here, y'all. That's not enough damage. It's gonna come down to if I can get a crit on Stomping Tantrum. I think that's the only way I can win here. I need a crit on Stomping Tantrum. Even then, I don't know if a crit from this range actually gets rid of him. It sucks these leftovers. I wish he was like Life Orb or some other item. I don't think I win this one. I need a crit here. I need to get a crit on this. If I don't get a crit either, I think I just auto lose. He's thinking about it, but I don't know if there's really much to really think about. I think he has this one in the bag. Unless he's banded, like Palafin, maybe that's why he's thinking about it, but I don't even get a crit, so... And judging by that damage, I don't know if a crit even would have mattered. So I just lose. I think a crit would have did a little bit more, but he would have still lived, so I don't know if that really even mattered at all. That sucks. I think I would have won this game if I never got the low roll on the Jolteon. The Blastoise getting fully set up at the start of the game, him getting Stealth Rocks on my side, and then having the Blastoise get a low roll on the Jolteon cost me the game. Otherwise, I think I would have won the game, because I played really well. I did everything I could to try to bring the game back, and I just couldn't do it. Got some really bad luck at the start of the game, that's what it really cost me.